Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. And the Houston Rockets lose to the Miami Heat. And another game and another ending like this. And man, I've had enough. And I get we're horrible, we're awful, we lose games, but another game where this team plays good basketball. This team, fights and actually, well, they shot decent to start the game, but then went their own ways after that and just started shooting horrible. But a game where the Rockets played good basketball, actually played some good defense. I was really impressed with the way they played defense in this game. Can we talk about how the Rockets end up tying this game at 95? I mean, that play to Jalen Green, that play was unbelievable to tie this game up. I mean, I can't even, I'm upset about that ending with the Jimmy Butler alley-oop. But, I mean, I'm not going to, give credit to Steven Silas because, and I sort of have to because I think, that wasn't off a timeout, so it's not like he, set that up. So that was just a great play by Ty Washington and Jalen Green there. But that was an unbelievable play. I know Jalen, he was awful in this game, shot 0 for 9. But when it was clutch, the Rockets somehow tied the ball game up in 95. I mean, it looked like there was no hope, no chance. With 7 seconds left on the clock, no timeouts, no chance to advance the ball up to midcourt, have to go full distance, and they did it with a Jalen Green burst layup. I was really impressed. But the way the Rockets went on to that next play is what ultimately makes, that credit that I just give them for the play call that they had before and, the play that they ran to get those 2 points. It makes that play that Jalen Green, the layup that he makes it feel like for nothing. But, I mean, yeah, I was, again, another game where I was impressed with this team. I was impressed the way they were playing as a team. I thought with, it's a game where some players have been moved out. Gordon's been moved out. Garrison's been moved out. Bruno's been moved out. This team came off and they were firing. This is a Heat healthy team, as far as I think so. I mean, the only play they were with was Kyle Lowry. So in that case, this is a whole healthy Heat team. They have Jimmy Butler. Last time we played the Heat, we only lost by 3, and they were not healthy. They had Jimmy Butler. They had Cody Martin tonight. They had Bam. They had Tyler. So they were pretty healthy tonight. So in that case, the only players they didn't have was Oladipo and Kyle. But, I mean, just the ending. I mean, the defensive ending after playing such good defense in that second half. And I get that, we scored 39 points in the second half too, but we allowed it. It's not like we got our ass kicked in the second half. We both scored 39 points in the second half. We allowed them to score 39 points in the second half. The Rockets, they've been horrible in defense this year and played tremendous defense in that fourth quarter and the third quarter as well. With about 2 minutes to go about 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, the Heat only scored 11 points in the fourth quarter. Rockets played good defense. They fought. They were getting some good rebounds. I was impressed with the way we played. And even to be more impressed, I was really impressed with the way Jabari played. I get he did not have the greatest second half. Scored 14 in the first. Scored 11 in the first. But I'm going to talk about the first quarter a little bit here when Jabari got hot there in the first quarter. The amount of confidence that I saw from him, shooting the ball wise, it looked incredible. The form, and there was a couple of his shots that were really nice in it. And I will admit he got a little cold in the second half. I will say that. He started from the game 3 for 3, finishes the game 3 for 9. He struggled at the end. Had about 3 or 4 that were could have easily gone in. There were nice rim shots, good takes. So it's not like he was taking bad takes. 2 were air balls, which were bad shots. But the 4 other misses were good takes, could have gone in. Great shots by Jabari, and then the threes. He hit this deep one early in the first quarter, and it was amazing. He had a bank shot for a 3 early in the first quarter, hit another one in the corner. The vibe that Jabari was giving off in the first quarter was amazing. Hit this nice mid-range shot in the first quarter as well. I want you all guys to go watch the first quarter highlights and watch the way Jabari was shooting. And it looked like, this shooter that we've been waiting to see all season. And I loved it. And also Jabari showed us some good things in the paint tonight. He cut pretty well for a couple layups and one dunk. Also, he was clutch at the free throw line at the end. The Rockets were down 93 to 91. Alperen Sengun gets the ball, misses the layup badly. It was like an air ball. Jabari gets the offensive rebound, gets fouled on the offensive rebound, and Jabari's the guy who's struggled a little bit at the free throw line this season. He makes both free throws, ties the game at 93. I know the Heat ended up taking the lead back, 95 to 93, but then Jalen makes that layup, and then Jimmy again with that alley-oop finish. But yeah, I was really impressed with Jabari. He finished with 22 points tonight. That's not his career high, but I thought he was on pace for his career high tonight with the way he started off in that first half and was just playing really good basketball. I think with Gordon gone, I think it kind of opened up the floor for Jabari, opened up more shots, because Bari moved more to that 3 position. KJ's playing a little bit more of the 4. I think, I'm pretty sure, because tonight there was not really a second guard in the starting lineup. Yes, Jay-Sean can, sometimes Jay-Sean, when he brings up, he's like a sort of like a little, basically like a big point guard sort of sometimes. But with Jabari had way more shots to take tonight, and with Gordon gone, I'm excited to see how Jabari looks. And I think in this first game without Gordon, I think Jabari looked pretty damn good. But 22 points, 8 rebounds, 1 block, 1 assist, 3 for 3 at the free throw line. Started 3 for 3 from 4 for 4 and 3 for 3 from 3 to start the game, but then finishes 3 for 9, 8 for 16. So I was really impressed with Jabari Smith. He definitely was the player of the game for the Rockets tonight. 17 for KJ, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Good defensive game by KJ. 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Hit the first bucket of the game for the Rockets from 3, and then he did not hit another one all game. Went 6 for 9. Jay-Sean got his 3rd start of the season and scored 5 points. Scored 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Struggled at the line, 1 for 3 at the free throw line. That's okay. Sengun, he kind of struggled tonight shooting-wise. 12 points, 3 for 9, but was perfect at the free throw line, 6 for 6, 8 rebounds. So pretty decent performance by him. I was not impressed about how he was turning, and this happened the other night with that horrible turnover that Alperen Sengun had the other night with the thrown steal. And that carries over tonight. 4 turnovers. He has to be better with that, with that category with the turnovers. Jalen Green had an awful shooting night after the 41-point performance. It was 41 he scored the other night. It seems like every time Jalen has a big 40-point performance like this, the next game he's not shooting the ball well. He's not shooting the ball well anywhere. And is lucky to go over 15. Barely even 14 points alone. Tonight, Jalen scores 11, but I will say he probably did have the most clutch shot of the game for the Rockets with that layup. So, had the worst shooting night. He was the worst, overall shooter for the Rockets tonight, but I will say that he had the best shot for the Rockets tonight because, because of that layup that tied it. I know we ended up losing the game on the alley-oop, but I mean that play was nice. Jalen ended up shooting 5 for 19, but we just gotta move on. He'll get better in the next game. Jalen's a guy who he does this all the time. He's very inconsistent, and that's why I think a lot of fans get worried about him is just because he'll score 40 one game and then the next game he'll score 10, but it'll look like a totally different player. But yeah, tough night for Jalen, but hopefully he can take this next break. Maybe enjoy the Super Bowl. I don't know what Jalen's plans are, but maybe enjoy the Super Bowl and take a little break and get ready for Philadelphia on Monday. Possibly getting ready for a excited Philadelphia crowd on Monday night. With a potential Super Bowl win, you could be dealing with a really excited crowd in Philadelphia on Monday. So, yeah, get Jalen some rest, and I'm thinking Jalen will have a nice game in Philadelphia. All right, off the bench, Rockets' leading scorer off the bench was Tari Eason with 8 points, 3 for 5, 1 for 2 from 3. That 3-pointer he had was a deep 3-pointer. It was at the end. It was a buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter, which would give the Rockets their first lead of the game. And it was a nice shot, great shot by Tari Eason right there. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Pretty decent game by Tari Eason. Josh Christopher, I like the way Josh played tonight. 7 points, 1 for 1 from 3. Only 10 minutes and was 3 for 7. So in the limited time Josh got, he did pretty well in the limited time. 7 points in 10 minutes. 1 for 1 from 3, 3 for 7, 2 assists, 2 steals. Rockets had 11 steals tonight. The steals were high. 4 blocks, 11 steals. That's what I'm talking about. The defense was playing really good tonight. Turnovers for the Heat were at 16, and I think that's the same number for us as well. 16 turnovers for us as well. But we had 11 steals. So did they have 11 steals too? This is crazy. They had 11 steals. We had 11 steals. They had 16 turnovers. We had 16 turnovers. The only thing that's not the same is they had 6 blocks and we had 4. But yeah, that just shows how good of a defensive game this was. Both teams played great defense in this one. But moving on, so Usman had 2 points. It looking like he's going to be, the full backup center for the Rockets moving forward with Bruno gone. I don't know what Steven Silas's plans are with Frank Kaminsky, but he's more of a 4. Actually, honestly, I don't think neither Garuba or Kaminsky are true 5s. I think they're both, truly both 4s. But I think if, someone's more of a 5, I'd rather want Garuba to get minutes. But I think it wouldn't hurt to see Kaminsky, touch the floor for the Rockets, see what he has. But Garuba has 2 points, took a 3-pointer and missed it, and had 4 rebounds. But I just love, the way Garuba does sometimes. I mean, 2 steals as well for Garuba tonight. But I love what Garuba brings with the offensive rebounds because I know he only had 1 tonight, but, sometimes Garuba, he'll get you like 4 or 5 offensive rebounds a night. And so I love to see Garuba stay in the rotation. But he had 2 tonight. Moving on, Daishawn Nix, 3 shots, 2 went in, 1 was a 3-pointer, had 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. So decent game by him. Ty Washington got some minutes. He had the most minutes played off the bench for the Rockets tonight with 23. He had 6 points, struggled from 3, 0 for 3 from 3, 2 for 3 at the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, so 6... All 6s for Ty. 6 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and a decent game by Ty. Could have broke that cycle. That's the 3 6s, which I'm not gonna lie, and I know this might not sound stupid, but I'm glad he missed that free throw because that's a cool stat. 6, 6, and 6. I like the number 6. But yeah, good game for Ty. I'm glad to see him playing minutes. Definitely he's a guy that deserves more minutes in this Rockets rotation, among others. And I hate to say something like this, but and I know we've seen him only take like 2 shots on the team, but I'd rather play Trevor Hudgens than Daishawn Nix, just saying. Honestly, when they are available, and I'm gonna get to that because Frank Kaminsky and Justin Holiday weren't available tonight for the Rockets. If if Steven Silas is going to play a five-man rotation off the bench, please play Justin Holiday over Daishawn Nix. I can't deal with this guy anymore. And also, not only that, but I think it's best for Justin Holiday to be in the rotation because I don't like what I really don't like what I'm seeing here with Ty, Daishawn, and Josh Christopher off the bench. I mean, 3 guards off the bench. I know Josh is playing 10 minutes, but they're not playing all together at the same time. At least I don't think. I mean, 2 at a time, and then they're not playing all together. But once Justin Holiday's available for the Rockets, switch him out for Daishawn Nix. Let the man play. And please just do that, Steven Silas. Please get this man. You get this man Daishawn out of the rotation. I get he had a decent game tonight with 5 points. But get him out of the rotation, please. I know so many other Rockets fans want this to happen. Man, so yeah. But speaking why Justin Holiday and Frank Kaminsky did not play tonight, they were in uniform. I don't know if they were able to play. But Steven Silas did say that he wanted them to, get in because they just got here. They just got with the team. So he wanted them to, to have some time. So I think, if they're in the rotation, if one of them or both of them are going to be in the rotation, you will definitely see them on Monday night if they're going to play. But that's just something we'll have to see. But you guys, let me know your thoughts on the Rockets game for today. This terrible loss as we lose from a alley-oop game winner. 2 games in a row now. The Eric Gordon in his last game ever as a Rocket when he spent 7 years here fouls De'Aaron Fox, and we end up losing by the last seconds. And then the next game, we lose at the last seconds yet again. 2 tough losses for the Rockets. This is not something you want to take as a team. With definitely this is not something you want to take as a team after playing great basketball all throughout the 4 quarters, both games in a row, and then lose like this in both games. But you got to get better on defense. You're playing in Philadelphia, a team you beat. You were able to you physically took them out when they played here in Houston. You took them out. You played well. You matched up. You shot the ball well. You shot the ball well. So hopefully Houston can play like they did when they met up against Philadelphia earlier in the season on Monday. You guys let me know your thoughts on the game for today. Another heartbreaking loss for the Houston Rockets as the Rockets lose 95-97. Jimmy Butler has a game-winning alley-oop with 0.7 seconds left in the game. And then Jabari Smith Jr. scores 22 points, 14 points in the first half. And he was shooting well in the first half. I mean, shooting the ball really well in the first half. But the Rockets take a tough loss, 95-97. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Rockets.